So Truegreen7 created a series where 7 artists design Fakemon from the same prompt. It's very epic, and I said to myself that I am going to make a video doing each of those prompts until I am invited and you will all see me, and yeah, I got invited. A few times. But alas, it took 5 episodes to do so we're gonna do those 5 in one episode of One Artist Does Prompts He Wasn't Invited To. And to keep the collabo nature of the original series, I've invited some pals to keep me in check. Say hi to Subjectively Jack.
Hi.
Vergolophus.
Hello.
Harry Gold.
Hey, hey.
Ginger Ninja. Oh!
Hello.
Mr. Bonnie John.
Hello.
And Ron7 himself.
Hey guys.
So yeah, let's go. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys, good to see you.
Thank you all for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
It's really good to have you here.
Good to see you.
We're just gonna dive right in with the first prompt, which is Pretty Protector Protagonist.
Yes.
Shh, be quiet.
So I was trying to think of beautiful animals, but also one that could reasonably defend itself and others. So naturally landed on dinosaurs.
Of course.
Been a bit of a dinosaur kid my whole life.
Yeah.
They're really beautiful animals, and it really sucks that they are no longer with us. Dinosaurs are pretty.
Uh-huh.
What's also pretty is flowers.
Yes.
And what's protector? Dinosaurs. So I present to the class this little guy.
That's perfect.
Stegophloris.
Oh, that's really nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that is sick.
Thank you so much. Ron and Bonnie,
Hello.
you might remember this little guy from that one collab we did over on Ron's channel recently. Mm-hmm. I was kind of designing it around the same time, so I'm sorry, I guess.
Bruh.
I can't believe you've done this.
Stegophloris, the Thorntail Pokemon. Stegophloris spend most of their days waddling around, stretching out their back plates to absorb as much sunlight as possible. They are very clumsy when low on energy. So the idea behind this little guy is that the tail looks like its head, which is a reference to this kind of older theory that stegosauruses were so dumb they had really tiny brains that they needed an entire second brain in their pelvis in order to operate their tail. Which is like nuts, but there it is.
I love what you did with that.
Oh, that was a good idea.
That's very nice.
Obviously, we gotta evolve this little guy. So without further ado, Stegophloris evolves into Thagobriar.
No way.
Ooh, I love the
love
colors.
this. Oh, fuck
Now
yeah.
that's amazing.
The Thorntail Pokemon.
You know me, I love green.
I really like what you did here.
Dude, this fucking rocks.
Why, thank you. It was once theorized that their bodies housed a second brain to independently control their tails. This theory has since been debunked, and the entire scientific division responsible was subsequently laid off.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good.
So the Thagomizer, you know, that thing on the end of a Stegosaurus's tail that it uses to defend itself, it uses it to, like, stab predators, say, hey, get away! Kind of translates pretty naturally to thorns, you know? There's not really that many official Pokemon that have, like, specifically, like, thorns in their design. I'm talking, like, thorns, you know, like the big Sleeping Beauty kind of vines forest visual, you know, like big, chunky, spiky things.
Are you feeling okay?
So here we go. There's no like scientific, like kind of logical reason for the lack of arms. I just thought it was cool. And I guess, you know, they're kind of like big legs that roots it, you know, like tree trunks. It's a stylistic thing. And sometimes something looking unique and interesting, it's kind of all the reason you need.
Oh, that's really nice. I like that a lot.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I like what you did with the colors here. I like the transitionary shades.
Well, I'm glad you all liked this. We're not going to waste any time. We got a lot of Fakemon to go through. So we're going to move on to prompt number 2, which is normal to abnormal.
Yes.
The concept of this episode was really good. Make a single stage normal type Pokemon and evolve it into something with a completely different type. I went about looking at normal type-ish animals, you know, mainly mammals, kind of a trope of the type. And I ended up landing on a mole. They're soft little digging guys. They're not that unusual until you figure out what sort of mole I decided to go with. Meet Mole Factory.
Oh,
yes! The star-nosed Pokemon.
Oh wow.
The shapes in this one are very interesting.
Yes.
This poor little Pokemon sniffer is so powerful that it can smell things from up to a mile away. So like if you woke up today and decided, I won't take a shower, nobody will notice.
Oh.
Everybody noticed. Especially Mole Factory. Go take a bath, Stinky.
Yikes.
So yes, while moles can pass for a normal type, the species of star-nosed moles are just like they're, I think they're really cute, but like it's also kind of unsettling. Like it has a whole octopus coming out of its face.
You'll need Jesus.
If I'm not mistaken, the nose functions in the same way as whiskers do, but they're like way more sensitive. Like our fingertips don't even hold a candle to them, you know?
Yeah.
And they're also prehensile, so like I could like grab things with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
which will play a big part in its evolution. Who wants to see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Well, suit yourself.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna show it anyway. Mall Factory evolves into Nostastrophe,
What is that?
the ground fighting type tentacle scent Pokemon.
Oh, that's nasty.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there are a few Pokemon with, like, you know, weird made-up categories just for the games. So, anyway. Nostastrophe can smell everything. A bit of dirt on your shirt? It can smell it. An ice cream truck from a mile away? It can smell that. That assignment that you missed? It can smell that too. And it's very disappointed.
Bruh.
Whoa.
It took me a bit of brainstorming to figure out what the second type would be, you know, dark, maybe even dragon, which was nuts. And I ended up landing on fighting, because it has this whole prehensile tentacle nose aspect. And lo and behold, Graplocked is a fighting type octopus,
Yeah.
with a fighting type signature move, Octolock.
Oh, that's genius.
This guy can trap you in the field with its nose, and then it hammer arms your soul into oblivion.
It would be a little bit better if you added some green, though.
You know, I really like the shape language here. Very well done.
Oh, for sure. The shape language here is... That was the first thing that stood out to
I
me.
like this shape right here. This shape right here. It's a good shape.
I'm so glad to hear that. Right. Who's ready for the next prompt?
Yes!
Yeah.
Speculative evolution.
Yes!
Bruh.
This prompt I actually struggled with for a long time, because unlike the others where you can kind of just take an idea and make a brand new Fakemon, for this you had to pick like 3 existing Pokemon out of the 1025 that we already have.
Sheesh!
I mean, narrowing that down is like, it's
Yep.
really hard.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I was Googling speculative evolution just to try and get a grasp on anything, and I came across this prediction, well, speculation, I guess, through Reddit. Something called a fisherfant.
Whoa.
So like a future elephant where their trunks turn into like fishing hooks.
What?
And their ears provide like false shade that would lure fish into open water, thinking that they were still hidden, you know, in the shade, not in direct light. Then they could snatch them up with their trunks. You kind of fit a world where elephants either like migrate to the shore or maybe the water level rises to meet them. So then I had an idea. What if for each of these 3, we each do a reality where one of the different evil teams wins?
Oh, shit.
So, in Team Aqua succeeding in raising the sea level and wiping out most of humanity, we get Longfan,
Oh.
the fisherfant Pokemon.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ooh. No.
I don't get it. I just don't really understand.
This sucks.
Relax.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Longfan are some of the deadliest hunters known to fish kind. Its long hooked trunk can catch any fish it finds, and it'll use its massive ears to cast shade around itself, giving its prey a false sense of security.
What are you, dumb?
Dumbo.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh,
I could do this way better.
No, I don't think you got what you were going for there.
alright, relax, please.
This is not one of your best, not gonna lie.
Speculative evolution is weird. You take a look at prehistoric things like Anomalocaris. You take a look at Anomalocaris, you think you'd look at a shrimp, you're like, oh yeah, that's what that'll turn into. No, it's nuts.
No.
Yeah, okay. So conversely to Team Aqua winning, what if Team Magma wins, creating more landmass for humanity to develop? Maxie is like straight up like Lex Luthor. He wants to make more land for real estate. He's a businessman, a corpo girly. And with that, the Pokemon must adapt. It's a 2-in-1 combo deal. Here's Frinicle and Burguricle.
I cannot believe this.
Oh. No. Oh.
Due to the drop in the sea level, the Pokemon have had to adapt into...
Nah, bruh.
No.
Oh god. Not a good call.
Well, this sucks, and you suck.
No, that looks really bad.
You gotta start over.
Oh, alright.
Nah, you're an idiot.
Yo, why didn't you just ask me to do it? I could have done this way better.
Okay.
I don't like this. Like, this is not good.
Alright.
I'm not quite sure the
Okay,
idea
yeah,
is
no,
coming
that
across.
Okay.
No, that looks like shit. I could do that better.
Shut up.
But isn't that kind of stupid? Don't you think?
Shut up.
Nah, you should have stayed in retirement, man.
Oh my god, shut up.
This looks like a
This sucks.
No, this one fucking sucks.
Jesus Christ, fine, I'll move on, relax.
How disappointing.
Dead bed spread. More like dead bad spread.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, okay, I probably deserve that one.
I wish.
Boo womp. Oh, why is life so hard for me? Oh.
I don't know.
It's okay. None of this is real.
Yeah.
So, what if Team Galactic won? The goal is reset the universe. Like,
Gasp.
does Cyrus even intend to survive this? If he wins, like, does he even survive?
Yeah.
It's questionable, but also, I will shred this universe down to its last atom, and then create a new one, teeming with life that knows not what it has lost, but only what it has been given.
Yeah.
I mean, that said, there are some Pokemon who may be able to survive this. One that was theoretically created to travel through deep space and alien dimensions.
Yeah.
Porygon Z1000, the Remembrance Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's awesome.
Porygon Z1000 was originally meant to travel across space and eventually other dimensions, but once Cyrus took control, it corrupted beyond compare.
Yeah.
It managed to essentially glitch through reality itself and live on.
that's genius.
All of what once was our previous universe somehow managed to remain on, living inside Porygon itself. It is destroyed, and so are we.
Okay, I get it now.
So, yeah, you reset the universe, but one Pokemon that can glitch out of reality so hard that it was the sole surviving remnant. Remnant?
Yeah.
Revenant? Culminating the entirety of the previous universe within its own code, which it can remember. Now, look, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is like crazy comic book logic. I think that is sometimes, always, maybe never what happens to Galactus in Marvel. You know, big guy eats planets. Anyway, I think it's trippy,
Yeah.
and that's cool.
Oh, this is one of your best work. Not gonna
Now
lie.
that's amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Hello.
Hello.
Dude!
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 I'm glad you guys agree.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Jack?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't sound okay. Do you need me to help?
Yeah.
What can I do?
Yeah.
Are you being held at gunpoint?
Yeah.
Am I going too fast?
Yeah.
Am I annoying?
Yeah.
Are you feeling fear?
Yeah.
Are you afraid?
Yeah.
Do you actually like me?
Yeah.
Do you hate me?
Yeah.
Do you want to get pizza?
Yeah.
What kind of pizza?
Yeah.
Do you have 16 nipples?
Yeah.
What color are they?
Yeah.
Are you real?
Yeah.
Am I real?
Yeah.
Are we in a simulation?
Yeah.
Should we get back to the video?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, details are all a mystery. It was originally called Porygon 3000, but then, 1, 2, Z3, it felt really weird, so 3000, Z1000. It's weird. It's got a weird name. It fits.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you all. I'm glad all three weren't a bust.
Yeah.
And this has been fun and all, so speaking of relationships, am I right?
Okay, how much time do we have left?
I mean, it's probably going to take the same as the rest of them. Why?
I kind of gotta go.
Oh.
I gotta go in like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. I mean, you do you, man. I'm not your dad.
I don't like you guys.
Well,
Unbelievable.
sucks.
Go live your life, come on!
Hey.
Considered therapy?
I love you guys.
So I was losing my mind trying to come up with something for this. With the original episode, you guys had a predator-prey friendship, freaky crossbreeds, rivals that become occasional friends, and the best pairing I've ever seen in modern Fakemon.
Dear Daddy-O, please come to the castle. I made a Fakemon for you. Yours truly, Princess Virgoliphus. Virgo.
Okay, now that's awesome.
I was getting so worked up in my own head, thinking of a unique thing that I could do, like taking the Shelmet Carablast gimmick and having a pair evolve through trading, or the Tatsugiri Dondozo thing where they combine into one form during double battles, or crossbreeding up something cute, and then after some research, I just said to myself, what if the two Pokemon just absolutely wanted to murder each other? So I took some influence from some natural rivals in the real world, the first of which being Barbarian, the Sloth Bear Pokemon. Hatred incarnate, Barbarian destroys for the sheer love of the game. It hates all life and will willingly snuff it out at a moment's notice. I once saw it eat an entire school bus. It was empty though, I think.
That's ridiculous. No.
So as the category suggests, this is based on a sloth bear, which I believe is also known as the Indian bear, and while it's kind of cute and doofy, they have a terrible mean streak. Think like honey badger aggression, but in the body of a bear. So yeah, no good. The idea here is that this bear is diabolically territorial. Its heart burns with a fiery rage that it takes out on everything that comes near it. So this is a natural brute force that kills for pleasure, only to be rivaled by
Goodbye.
one. Oh, I guess that's his 2 minutes.
Yeah, see ya. Thanks.
Bye, Ron.
Goodbye.
Anyway, Tigra-Slash. The white tiger Pokemon. Tigra-Slash are brutal, powerful hunters, but only do so out of necessity.
That's perfect.
It spends months calculating how much of the surrounding population must be culled in order for society to thrive.
Oh, whoa.
What the Thanos? Dude! So where Barbarian is pure blind rage, Tigra-Slash is calculated precision.
Oh, yeah.
Killing for pleasure versus killing for purpose.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, this fucking rocks.
Whoa.
You don't really want to run across either of them unless the other is about to strike you.
Oh,
if Tigra-Slash
yeah.
taking on
Yeah,
Barbarian
yeah,
would actually distract us, that allows the other Pokemon to thrive and the
God.
ecosystem to remain
Yes.
undamaged. Barbarian generally won't back down from a fight, and Tigra-Slash knows this.
No way.
Yes, that is sick.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole team is, it's kind of traditionalism versus modernism. I'm sure at least one of you are familiar with that.
Yeah.
So the blueprint for these two designs I actually took from some much older Fakemon that I designed, which can be found in some of my oldest Fakemon videos. Go find them. Leave a comment if you did, or don't. I'm not your dad. Alright, let's wrap this up, shall we?
No.
Boss and underlings.
Yes.
So I was thinking something like ants and aphids, bugs are the best. We all know this. And I know we already have 2 bee lines, but have you ever heard of vulture bees?
Of course.
So they're also known as carrion bees. These bees do not gather pollen, but instead they eat meat. And they use that to make something called blood honey. Like honey made from blood and guts.
Oh, yeah.
Carrion remains meat. So I wanted to do the combi thing again.
Yeah.
But actually give the males a little bit more of something to do. So introducing Scavespa.
Dude.
The vulture bee Pokemon.
Wow.
I love this.
Meat bee, beat, me, bee, you, me to meat. I am losing my mind. Oh my god, sorry.
Yes.
No, I'm not, but let's finish this off. I can't really think if Pokemon has done gender dimorphism to this extreme before.
No.
Like, maybe you could argue like Nidoqueen and Nidoking, but it's like they're technically different species. Like Meowstic, it's not quite what I'm going for here. So here's what I got. The female Scavespa are much smaller than the males.
Yeah.
They have a stinger on their abdomen that allows them to suck blood out of their targets instead of injecting anything, which is why it's also syringe-shaped, if anybody caught that.
Yes.
The real-life animal that it's based on doesn't have a stinger, but it's like, oh my god. Oh no, the gatekeepers of nature are watching my Fakemon content and are going to gatekeep my creativity. When it's Pokemon, it's okay to take liberties when they are cool liberties. And the male, then, is much larger, as male bees don't actually do much of anything besides mating with the queen. So let's make this guy protect the hive.
Yeah.
Literally. They are meat shields.
No way.
Yeah.
They have no stingers, so the other twist with these two is that the males, being much larger, have a larger base stat total, much more oriented to defense, whereas the females are much more offensive, but having a smaller base stat total, but they can still evolve.
That's perfect.
So it's almost like the males are still like a usable single stage Pokemon,
Yeah.
instead of like, the male Salandit Combi situation where they kind of just exist to exist and get left behind. Here we have both Pokemon from the same line that you could keep on the same team. Evolve the female, keep the male. I think it'd be kind of cool for like bug catchers and stuff. Maybe they'd have the double battle team thing that we talked about earlier. I don't know. Go nuts. It's like a 3-stage line, but the middle stage is the first stage of another thing, but it doesn't evolve. Am I making sense?
Oh, yes.
Let's evolve the girl. Female Scavespa evolve into Monarchorps, the meat hive Pokemon.
Now that's amazing.
Hello. You looking a little bit, not bad. Not bad.
Yes, I was gonna say I do love the colors.
Monarchorps are the peak evolutionary end to female Scavespa. They rule over their hives with an iron, bony fist, wearing gathered carrion around as a sign of its status.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, this fucking rocks.
You know, ever since Cubone, Mandibuzz, recently Houndstone, the idea of Pokemon being made of or wearing remnants of the deceased, it's been ripe for the picking. In fact, this Fakemon is so amazing that you have all been reacting to it, and it's not even beyond the sketch phase yet. I'm literally reading a script right now, and you are all just speaking words in order to feign conversation about this goddamn bee and all this other art that I've presented before you without you having even seen anything until you're watching this very video that you are watching right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you like it?
Ooh.
No,
that looks really
no.
Whoa.
Holy Jesus.
This looks like a Digi.
No,
If you
that
do that
looks
again,
really
I'm gonna leave. This is not fun anymore.
Audio Jungle.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for coming by.
Bye, guys. This was really fun.
Thank you for having me.
See you around. Thanks for having me.
Goodbye.
Like and subscribe.
Goodbye.
Thank you all for watching. I've been Deebs, and all the Beebs.
See you later.
Peace.
Okay, I hope those were okay. Sorry again. Thank you for inviting me.
Man, all that stuff Ron said behind your back was completely true.
Yeah.